Demon Slayer 510 is in the foreground because he doesn't know what we're talking about. But he'll probably throw in comments and connect something with Call of Duty.
Whoa!
Then we're gonna yell at him and tell him to shut up. So so let's get started. The topic today is Godzilla, the new Godzilla movie that's coming out.
I am very excited for this one.
Same thing. We both are very excited. Demon Slayer 510 is excited too, but he's not as open to Godzilla as me and
he's fucking Asian.
And he's Asian, and out of all of us, he should be leading the conversation. But I will. Oh god, I thought it was Hardgrave coming in. I will say this though, that Kazaya72 is definitely the main Godzilla person here. I'm just a huge fan because I grew up with it, but he's definitely more of the knowledge and everything. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about because he released this morning to me. Well, he didn't release, but he told me this morning that there are 3 monsters confirmed. Of course, one being Godzilla, and more excitingly, personally for me and Kazaya72, is that there is a game.
There's talks about a game.
There's talks about a game, and we're definitely I'm a huge fan of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for the GameCube. We'll probably release videos of playing that because that was such a good game.
I will whoop on them.
Yeah, because I72 plays that game like I play Super Smash Bros. Melee. But that's for another conversation. Top 10 video games of each of us. That's going to be our next podcast, hopefully. And we want to talk about who we think the other 2 monsters are. And, and I know that you said that it might be new monsters.
Right.
So, and then that, what it could be, because that's totally cool with us, too. I mean, I'm just glad. And then you said that there's talks of a sequel.
And they might take it to Monster Island.
So, if you guys are, at least kind of familiar with Godzilla, Monster Island's, there was basically really no human well, there was, but...
There's, tribes.
Yeah, there's tribes, but, I mean, it's strict monsters, so if they could lead up to something like that, heads would explode. Okay, so let's get started. So with the trailer, I swear to you that there's a part when you see the soldier on the boat and he's kind of stepping down on the boat and the jets are flying.
There is something in the air.
Yeah, and you see the shot. I really thought that might be the flying one. What's his name? Rodan. I felt
there's 2 flying ones. There's not Mothra, but there's this other one that's old and nobody knows about.
Okay.
It's you remember Bakura?
Bakura.
The dog-looking one.
Yes,
yes.
Not
King Caesar.
I feel like I would know what you're talking
he's got
about.
the big ears.
Yeah,
and he's got the horn.
Yes.
Yeah. He kind of looks like that.
Okay.
But judging from the wings, when it goes down into the water, that little clip you see, it's kind of pointed, kind of like Rodan's wings.
Yeah. So there's possibilities, and then another one is
people have speculated that it could be Gigan because of the metal.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's Gigan because when you see that metal brace hit the floor, that seemed like his claw. But I feel like.
But they also think it could. You remember in the original Monster Island, the spider?
Yes.
They think it might be the spider.
Okay. I mean, I would be down with that. That's a less iconic one, but that would still be a nice thing to start off with. And the reason that I thought it wouldn't be Gigan is because it's way too early to already introduce an alien.
Yeah.
I think, personally. There's no way they're going to get into that just yet.
I mean, it'd be cool if it was
King
Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Just imagine King Ghidorah in there, because that's his biggest monster to fight.
I think that could work. I mean, because King Ghidorah actually is the 3rd Godzilla film. I think it is. And then there's...
But he's a flying monster, and he's also a land monster.
It's possible. Maybe he was shooting down with all 3 heads pointed so we wouldn't even notice the distinction or something like that. That's
but
possible.
The thing is that we still have that little thing that goes into the water.
So, I like that speculation. It's probably not
But
true.
The looks for Godzilla, I want to talk about the looks.
Go for it. You can start it.
He or she looks badass.
Yes.
I think this is America apologizing for what they did in the 90s.
I agree. Godzilla, I mean, Am I sad Ferris Bueller won't be in it? No, I'm not.
No, because that was just shit. How the fuck do you lay eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, she.
Yeah, inconclusive on that one.
My favorite thing with American Godzilla is Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah.
It beats the shit out of them, like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you get to see the 1999 Godzilla for 5 seconds. I looked it up because you told me, and it's just...
It's so pathetic.
It's bad. Like, he just comes in for 2 seconds, gets smacked, and it's over.
Like, he just burns him, and then that's it.
That's it. But, yeah, definitely, I think the new character design... And it's a whole different new one. It's not...
Honestly,
it's not the original.
It looks like a horror movie.
Yeah. Well... He brought up a good point with that. That this is not going to be some full action-packed film. It's actually going to... It's going to have this very terrifying feel. And I remember you telling me that for the first time, you actually felt concerned for the actual people themselves. And that's something different. I've never felt like that. Like Pacific Rim, I was like...
Like, especially for the fact that instead of creating him with nuclear energy, they tried killing him with nuclear energy.
That was so in the trailer, they relate, like, what was that, like, 1940s, 50s?
The 1940s nuclear tests.
Nuclear tests in Japan, and they connected it.
Not in Japan.
It wasn't in Japan.
It was, like,
maybe in the Pacific or something?
Somewhere in the Pacific where there was this tribe.
Okay. And there's a real famous picture of it, too. We'll probably show it to you. But then, in the trailer, they connect that explosion with Godzilla, and that was just... I love that so much. That was amazing. That was such a good little thing.
Now, I have noticed, I've looked at the comments on YouTube of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that that trailer's only been out for, a couple weeks now, and it's already gotten 16 million views. Dude.
It's saying so. This is really going to be... this is a revamp. I mean, because, our generation's losing the knowledge. I mean, I grew up with watching, Godzilla versus King Kong like almost every other day. That was the same way. I have to say personally that's my favorite. I had that shit on VHS. Yeah, that's just my favorite because that's what I grew up with, and they're all really great. I mean, I remember watching Godzilla 2000 a lot too. I mean, so
dude, I still don't understand that one.
I don't. I don't even... I just recently watched Godzilla vs. King Kong, and I was like, whoa, this movie doesn't make any sense, but I'm okay with that.
No, the one that doesn't make sense is the one with the little kid running around being chased by goons, and then he's, like, having flashbacks of how all of a sudden he's in Monster Island, seeing Godzilla, Godzuki blowing little O-rings.
Oh, that's right. They do the little rings, but that's funny.
He's like this...
But, yeah, so... Oh, you need help with the sound? Ooh, you say though, dude. Like
he says, "Are you doing this for history class?" He said, "Yeah."
Oh, so he's gonna come back in here?
No, he didn't come back in here.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I had to help with something, and Hargrave came in. Where were we?
We were talking about the little O-rings from Godzilla.
Oh yeah, that was
the weirdest one.
Yeah. Please don't. If this gets popular and someone sees it that makes Godzilla, don't do Son of Godzilla. You don't need to do that.
Unless you do what they did for Mechagodzilla 2 and have him be like a little dinosaur-looking thing.
Okay, just make it so it looks like resembles, and we know it's gonna grow into Godzilla. Not that. I'm not gonna criticize it because it was the '80s. It's fine.
Yeah,
but
we don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were probably doing cuttlefish, but we don't know. I'm just teasing. I love you, Japan.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Now, the monster itself, I read that it's supposed to be 350 feet tall.
Jeez.
And I noticed that in the poster that it takes place in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because I saw the Trade Center.
Yeah. So, I mean, the poster, if you guys didn't see it, we'll put a picture of it. I mean, that poster just shows you how colossal this Godzilla's going to be.
Not just that, the trailer fucking does.
Yeah, okay, the best part, I think, is when the 3 flares go up, and all you're seeing is just this big, scaly thing moving, and it's like, yeah, right now, you're looking at about maybe 1% or no, okay, like 10% of what Godzilla's size
I would be
is.
very upset if he's walking around like a dinosaur instead of his upright walking around kind of like.
Oh yeah, like kind of like yeah. I wouldn't like that. I think he should definitely stand
Upright, like
yeah.
the original.
Yeah, because that's how the Zilla one was. Like he was just kind of like trotting everywhere. And it's like
I hated that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like that in that movie. He's hiding in the building. He's so small that he's just this little lizard hiding in between all these giant buildings.
He wasn't even a dragon.
It wasn't a colossal monster.
Another thing. Godzilla creators, if you do not give him atomic breath, I'm going to be very upset.
Ooh, that's true. Now, I told him, like, well, we saw the whole buildings in fire in the trailer, but he reminded me that, I mean, Godzilla steps on things and makes explosions. And you haven't hinted a single aspect of any type of fire breath.
But that's kind of good because we don't want to see much of the monster just yet.
We don't. We
want anticipation.
But please, I mean, if it's not there, then that's not a problem. I think, if anything, if it's not in there that much, it's just going to be the final thing. It's like Godzilla.
It should be.
Like, we'll see. Oh, shit, okay, he has a fire breath. He didn't start with it, but, like, the final monster blowdown was him unleashing the final power and showing people, like, oh, fuck. This is serious.
But, I like the new roar.
Yes. I was just about to start that, but you did it. The new roar. To anyone that has watched Godzilla and feels like they have the right to criticize it, like, I can think of a few people that are just like, that's not the roar. It's like, yeah, and you got through like half of a Godzilla movie. Shut up. I like the roar.
I like it too.
It
sounds like the original, but also sounds
realistic.
Realistic and heavier.
Yes, it's because, yes, we all wanted to see the same roar, but you can't. This is a new thing. This is a new start. And you made something old, fresh, and exciting. When that trailer ended, with the first trailer, you know, I was hoping we were going to get something. And I didn't even know what the trailer was for, honestly. I loved it. I was completely like, oh, what is this? What's going on? Oh, Walter White. And then just it ended. You saw the scales come up out of the clouds. And I was like, that's...
the dust, the dirt, the clouds. And then you hear the... actually kind of creepy, scary kind of.
You're just like, I just got chills, man. Like, this is
real.
real.
Every time I fucking watch
the
second trailer, honestly.
The second trailer,
The second trailer, what's up with the white foam? When they look at the nuclear stuff.
Like that was weird. And
also, did you notice the little egg sac type of looking thing?
I did, and it looks like it's kind of caught inside of a missile or something. It's like beeping a little bit. I think there was like.
I want to know what that is.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's an alien?
Or is it like a missile, or is it an egg?
If it's Godzilla's eggs, I'm going to be upset. But I do not think it is, because think about it. Flying animals usually lay eggs.
True that. I agree.
But lizards also
But reptile lizards, they do. I'm okay with it.
What if it's Mothra?
I mean, I know Mothra is like rated the #1 monster against Godzilla. I don't get that. I looked at a few different, like, I looked at IGN, I looked at Machinima, and they all say Mothra is the #1 monster, and I don't...
I don't care for it.
No, I don't. I mean, I know it's one of the best movies, and I actually didn't finish it.
I find it kind of funny that it's powered by these two little...
Yeah, these two little Asian people, but it's not because you're Asian. It's not because you're Asian, just because it's these two little sprites. But no, I think, like, definitely the #1...
honestly,
villain has got to be Mecha Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mecha King Ghidorah.
I forgot about Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yeah, I mean, you could not beat him in Destroy All Monsters. If you want to see Corgan rage, we'll post a video of him trying to beat Mecha King Ghidorah on the GameCube.
Fuck that shit.
But I think this is definitely the right thing. It's definitely the most exciting movie for me personally.
Honestly, I've seen one Godzilla movie that actually scared me.
You're not in the camera, sir.
I've seen one that scared me. It was I think the movie was Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. He's a bug creature.
Oh, yeah, I bet that would scare you. I can't recall that one, though.
But the reason why it scared me is because it was the goriest one I've seen. This monster started off as a little larva, and it started eating people.
Was it the one that started? It was like it started off as like a. No, I think I know. I think I don't know what you're talking about. So you can keep going.
But like it would feast on people, and I'd never seen that in a Godzilla movie. I just seen people like blow up and they fall over and scaffolding and stuff.
No, don't get too into that because we can make another podcast. Our top 10 favorite Godzilla monsters. That could be another one.
But he's not my favorite Godzilla monster, probably because.
But it's just it's a mentionable.
He's mentionable because I'm like.
That's a good idea.
He's creepy.
Yeah, this turned into more than just speculation of the monsters. So sorry, you were expecting just that.
Like I said, we're big on Godzilla.
We are.
Unlike
someone.
Like someone's probably checking out his stats.
Hey, we have to bleep that out. You know that.
Guess what? Bleep your fucking face out, bitch.
Oh!
All right, well, we're
You
not
see
talking
what
to him
happens
anymore.
when you make them angry? Don't feed them after midnight.
Hey, with this RoboCop Godzilla reboot,
They are talking about.
And you saw Ghostbusters 3 is a go.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I
but
know.
the thing is that
The creator died.
Yeah, the creator died, but
creator.
he's also starring. He's also starred in the movies himself.
Oh, he has.
He's the guy with the glasses. He's the guy that's like, "Don't cross the streams."
Oh, he's okay. He does like
that's-
cameos and stuff.
No. He's not a cameo. He's part of the first three.
The first two.
No, the first three that started the Ghostbusters in the movie.
Oh, he's one of the original three.
Yes.
Which one is he? Is he
He's the guy with the glasses.
the kind of
He's
smartest
the
one?
The guy that's like, yeah, the smart guy.
The one that gets caught in the photo booth album place and it's on fire and shit, and he's the one.
So how do I?
Oregon was right. But yeah, so hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna try and keep them a little bit shorter, just because so we make room for other things. Okay. Hey, sorry. So yeah, next episode I want to do all three of our top 10
Video games.
video games of all time.
Because
even
someone is probably going to have all the colors.
I make Corrigan's background.
Right there. Yes. That's better.